Good morning, my friends. I have a question for you. Are you relatively new to network marketing? Are you frustrated, confused, overwhelmed? Are you unsure of what you're doing? Are you spending more money than you're making? Do you feel like you're spinning your wheels? Are you running in circles? If so, I was there. I understand that feeling. When I first got immersed into the world of internet and network marketing, I was so overwhelmed, and I was spending tons and tons of money on courses, trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, listening to mentors, listening to my upline, my downline, my sideline, anybody I could think of. And what I really needed was somebody to take me by the hand and show me the way. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what I'm here for. I want to take you by the hand and show you the way. I want to show you the 5 essential steps from where you are today to being on stage. Now, you may not want to be on stage, but in order to be successful, in order to be getting the checks in the mail, these are the 5 things that you got to do. Everybody's got to do them, and I want to explain them to you. I want to make it simple. I want to take you by the hand. I want to lead the way. And let me just summarize. The 5 things are, first is mindset. Don't poo-poo that. Don't say, oh, no, I don't need to hear about mindset. My mind's just fine. That's not true. You know, well, maybe it is. Maybe it is true. But the reality is, without the right mindset, you aren't going to make it. And that's just the reality. The next thing is having the right MLM, being in the right business for you. The third thing is being able to talk to your warm market, your hot market, and being able to convert cold leads to warm market and talk to them without alienating them. What to say to them, how to say it, when to say it. The fourth thing is using technology. In these days and times, it's not just that network marketing is a belly-to-belly business, but we have to get belly-to-belly on the internet too, if you like. We have to have a presence. We have to be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And finally, as you build your team, you have to provide leadership. If you don't lead the team isn't going to go where you want to go. It's not going to take you where you'd like to get to. Well, those are the 5 most important things you've got to do. It's going to be about an hour long, and we're going to cover each one of those 5 steps in a lot more detail and explain how to go from where you are today, wherever that is, to stage in 5 easy steps. So here is today's agenda. We're going to start with mindset. And like I said a few moments ago, you may poo-poo mindset. You may say, well, you know what, I don't really want to spend time on mindset. My mind's just fine. I want to get to the really good stuff. And the reality is, I can assure you that your mindset is the single most important determiner of whether or not you're going to succeed in this business. And if you don't work on your mindset, you will not succeed. Jim Rohn made the comment that he spent a lot more time working on himself than he spent working on his business. And that's extremely important for you to understand. You need to work on yourself. After we've talked a little bit about mindset, we're going to spend some time talking about the ideal MLM. One of the questions that I get asked frequently is, Len, what's the best MLM for me? Or what are the good MLMs out there, and how do I find one? We're going to talk about characteristics of good network marketing companies. And then I want to dive directly into hot market and warm market strategies. And my objective there is to talk to you about how to start your business, how to approach your so-called hot market and warm market, what those terms mean, and how to approach them without achieving what we call warm market burnout. In other words, at the end of the first few days or weeks in business, your friends and your relatives will still talk to you, they'll still answer the phone. And then we'll spend a little time discussing using technology in modern network marketing. We'll talk about branding, how to build yourself and your brand, and we'll discuss a little bit about leadership. So with that in mind, let's get started. First, why should you listen to me? Who am I? Well, let me give you a little bit of my background. We're not going to spend very much time on this at all, but very briefly, I've actually worked from home since the early 1980s. I raised 2 kids. For 14 years, I was a stay-at-home dad. I worked out of the house and took care of the kids. early 2000 was a pivotal time in my life. I told you I raised two kids. It was after that that I got married again for the second time. And in 2000, my wife at the time, Mary Kay was her name, was diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, metastatic to bone and liver. She was deemed to be terminal. And the best guess was that she might make 6 months, maybe a little longer, not much more than that. So we basically sold everything, bought an RV, and started around the country. We went to visit her family and friends and do some things we would always wanted to do. But she actually improved on that trip, and in 2003, we were in a situation where we had no income, no home. We sold our house, spent some of the money, went around the RV, the country in the RV, and we decided the best thing to do in order to keep alive financially was to buy a small business. So we bought a flight school. The school grew dramatically in the next couple of years, and Mary Kay passed. By 2008, the school had grown to 120 students, 28 airplanes, 30 instructors. Then the recession hit in fall of 2008. The airline industry was hit particularly hard. In 2009, they lost, I think, $13 billion. Many airlines went out of business, pilots were furloughed, and by early 2010, I had nothing. We were less than 20 students, 2 instructors, and a handful of airplanes. The rest of the planes had been either sold and used to pay rent or basically given to the landlord. In 2009, we laid off 45 employees, and I liquidated most of my 401k to try to save the school. I did manage to save the school. I sold the remnants of what was left, and I walked away from it. In fall 2011, I did something I always wanted to do. I became a ski bum. I moved to the mountains. I became immersed in, and that's when I really became immersed in internet and network marketing. I've been in network marketing before, but mostly as a customer. I bought many courses, attended many events, built my infrastructure, completely rebuilt my life. And today I am traveling, skiing, scuba diving, and enjoying life. I just paid for a trip to Roatan in January. I'm attending the Live the Dream conference in Austin in September. And life is good, and my business is growing. Why am I here today? From Zig Ziglar, you can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want. And my friends, I am here to help you get what you want. So let's dig into this mindset. As I said earlier, mindset is the most important determiner of your success. And the most important determiner of your success is you. You're the constant. You will always be there. Many mentors tell you to start with your why. And I personally believe you need to start with something much bigger than why. I want to read you a quote from Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. Set your mind on a definite goal and observe how quickly the world stands aside to let you pass. I believe the definite goal is a vision. We need to start with a vision. And you have a PDF file that's called a vision worksheet. The vision is, what is it that your life looks like in 3 years, 5 years? Where do you live? What do you drive? Where do you vacation? What relationships do you have? Where do your kids go to school? What charities do you help? What projects do you participate in? What activities do you do? The vision is a composite picture of what you want your life to be like. And these are just some ideas. It's by no means meant to be complete. The vision is bigger than your why. It's who or what you want to become. It's the legacy you want to leave for your family, your grandchildren, your children. It's the impact you want to have on Mother Earth. It's your vision that's going to pull you through the tough times, and there will be bad days. You can expect them. Be prepared for them, and let your vision pull you through them. When you're sitting there feeling like quitting, your why isn't going to be big enough to keep you going, but your vision can be if you let it. It can be big enough. You can remind yourself of what it is you're striving to accomplish and what you want your life to look like. And once we have our vision, we can go back and talk about our whys. And most people start with, I want more money, I want more time, I want to go on vacation. Really? Let's dig deeper. Why do you want more money? That's not what you want. You don't want more money. What you want is what the money can get you. It's that vision. And it is the nature of thought to try and materialize into its physical equivalent. That quote comes from John Kehoe's book, Mind Power into the 21st Century. And again from the same book, there is sufficient evidence to indicate unequivocally that the mind can and does directly affect physical reality. You can have what you want. You can achieve the vision that you dream about. And what we're going to talk about in the next couple of slides is how to work on our mind to help us get there. So there are two ways to use this to our advantage. We need to imprint on our conscious mind, and we can do that by daily affirmations, daily reading and mind training, focusing on the desired result, and belief. And belief is extremely important. You have to believe in the future. You have to believe that the future you want is achievable and that you can achieve it. And we also want to invoke the enormous power of the subconscious mind. It is believed that any thought held long enough and with conviction and emotion must be acted upon by the subconscious mind, which will strive to create the physical equivalent. Let that sink in. It is believed that any thought held long enough and with conviction and emotion must be acted upon by the subconscious mind, which will strive to create the physical equivalent. So how do we program our mind? Reprogram it from the negativity of childhood. Affirmations, one way. They must be positive, they must be present tense, they must be repeated often and with convictions. Examples: I am financially free. Notice it's not I am out of debt. Debt's a negative word. If you say I'm out of debt, your mind is focused on debt. I am financially free. You create a picture of what you want your life to be like. I am smoke free if you're a smoker. The affirmation is not I want to quit smoking. That focuses on smoking. I am smoke free focuses on the desired outcome, the result, the positive achievement. I am free of alcohol and drugs. I am successful. I am building my network. I am attracting the right people to me. I am the leader that people are looking for. These are just examples. You can create many of your own. Create your affirmations that affirm what you want out of your life. Print them. Post them on the bathroom mirror so that you see them in the morning when you brush your teeth and at night when you brush your teeth. Hold them in your conscious mind so that they seep into your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind begins to find a way to turn those thoughts into your reality. And remember, the only person standing between you and success is you. The tools are there, the products are there. Many people have made money in network marketing, and you can too. And you may have heard that a lot of people that get into network marketing don't make much money, and that is true, but I'm telling you the reasons why. I'm telling you right now what many of the reasons why are. And the first reason why is they don't work on their mindset. They don't have a vision, and when the going gets tough, they cave in and quit. So now let's go to the next topic, which is tips for selecting your MLM. What's the best MLM for you? In one of my recent blog posts, I made the comment that the best MLM for you is the one that works for you, and I sincerely mean that in many ways. But there are three very important considerations. First, the product. There has to be one, and it's very important that there is one. Without a product, you don't have a legitimate company. Second, the support. Third, the stability. And let's look at each one of these three things. And the reason I say it's very important that there be a product is we've heard that, every now and then somebody's going to say something like, whoa, that's illegal, that's a pyramid. What was known as a pyramid or Ponzi schemes were schemes that money changed hands, but there was no product. And money passed up a pyramid to a person at the top who cashed out, and then the next person moved up and cashed out. And again, there was no product. It's very important that there be a product, and that the product be one that you can sell and that brings money into the company. So the source of revenue, one of the sources of revenue into the company and into you, is product sales. Now, what kind of product do you want to get involved with? Well, first and foremost, you're going to have to look your friends and your family in the face and enthusiastically proclaim your product to be the best product on the planet. You've got the best mousetrap. Can you do that? Is this a product that you believe in, that you can use and you can enthusiastically endorse and tell stories about? If the product, for example, is a juice you can't stand the taste of, maybe that's not a good fit for you. Maybe that's not a company you should get involved with. You need to be a product of the product. The next is the support. Are you joining an active upline? It's not just that your friend John down the street joined this company and says, yeah, come on, join up with me. We're going to make a lot of money doing this together. We can be partners. What's John's upline look like? Do they have regular trainings, regular meetings? Does John and his upline push product sales, or do they emphasize signing up reps and distributors? Does the upline tout how much money you can make? Now, if the emphasis is on signing up distributors and making money that way, that's bad. And the government regulators can move in and shut that down very, very quickly. So the emphasis needs to be on selling products and raising money that way, and not getting paid for bringing in distributors. You can get paid to train distributors. There are lots of ways companies work with this rule, but you can't get paid simply for hiring distributors. And the other question is their company provided professionally done support collateral, CDs, DVDs, brochures, etc., that you can use to share the product and share the opportunity? Finally, the stability of the company. I see every now and then on Facebook advertisements for companies that this is a ground floor opportunity just starting, 4 months old. Get in the beginning. It's going to explode. Lots of those companies aren't in business in a few years. So this is arguably somewhat controversial, but I think 3 to 5 years is a good number for safety's sake. If the company's been around 3 to 5 years, the government regulators haven't shut them down, they're emphasizing product sales and money for product, they've got happy distributors that are making money, then it's probably a good company, provided, once again, it's a product that you can get behind and enthusiastically endorse and use yourself and tell stories about. And we'll come back to stories in a minute. Notice I never mentioned the comp plan. You say, well, isn't the comp plan important? Yeah, but you know what? It's really the least important consideration, in my humble opinion. Again, somewhat controversial. There are some people that will argue with me here. But first off, because of all the government regulations that go into ensuring that these companies are legal, the comp plan is probably so complicated you need a PhD in accounting to figure it out anyhow. Now, I'm being a bit sarcastic. Can you understand the comp plan? Sure, if you really dig in and study it, you can. But the reality is this. If it's a good company with a good product, if there are reps in a company that are making money, if the company's been around several years, if it has stability, if it has good marketing collateral, and other people are making money in it, then you can make money in it too. So jump in and learn the comp plan as you go. That's my humble and personal opinion. Once again, controversial for sure, but it is my opinion. So now what are you going to do in the first few days? You've joined this company and you're ready to take off. And many mentors, many of the people that sign you up, your upline will tell you, well, make your list and go out there and show the product to everybody you know. Wrong. Wrong. That is a recipe for disaster. If you run out and start enthusiastically telling everybody you know about this product and this opportunity, you're going to achieve what we know as warm market burnout. And it'll happen in the first couple of weeks. After that, nobody will answer the phone. No one's going to want to hear from you. Your own mother may not answer the phone or want to talk to you. However, many companies do have a fast start bonus plan, and they'd like you to make a couple sales in your first few days. So I know one company that has a fast start bonus plan. If you make 2 sales in your first week, you get a bonus. Another company, it's 4 sales in the first 30 days. Let's talk about how to do that, and let's do it in such a way that we don't alienate our family and friends. And once again, this thing called warm market burnout, it is not uncommon for new networkers to have no friends left who will answer the phone after a few weeks. We want to avoid that. So let me talk to you about how to approach family and friends and how to get your fast start bonus going. First, let's talk about approaching your hot market. Now, what do I mean by your hot market? These are the people closest to you that would be willing to help you in an emergency. These are the people that if you were stuck on a backcountry road in a blizzard in the middle of the night, these are the first people you would call to come help you, and they would come help you. They know you, like you, and trust you well enough that they would come help you. They might not like it, but they would do it. So make a list of the first 5 or 10 or 15 names of people you know, like, and trust. Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your Aunt Sally, your Uncle Harry, your friend John, whoever that you feel you're really close to and that you might be able to ask a favor from. And let me talk to you about how to approach those people. By the way, when I got into this business, my mom and dad were both dead, and I only have one sister, so I didn't have a very big hot market to start with. So here's the general approach. First off, do not ask them to join your business. Do not. Here's the general approach. Mom, Dad, Aunt Sally, Uncle Harry, friend John, you've always had my back and cared about me, and I appreciate that. So you give them a compliment. I know you care about me, and I know you're interested in my success. Okay? Give them a compliment. I'm thinking about starting a new side project, and I was wondering if I could have you look at it with me and get your opinion. Solicit their help. Now remember, your objective is to get them to look at the company's supplied collateral, the video, the DVD, whatever it is. That's your objective. Your objective is not to sign them up into your business. Your objective is to get them to look. Can I give you a video to watch or a brochure to read or whatever the company supplies? And when they say, what's it about? You say, look, the video does a better job of explaining than I can. Would you just watch it? Let's watch it together. Can I come over? Let me show it to you. And now after they've watched it, the really important question is to ask them what they liked about it. Do not ask them what they thought about it, what they think about it. Asking them what they think about it activates the critical side of the brain. It makes them come up with all the things they don't like. Ask them what they do like. Try to get positive feedback. Don't be married to the outcome. They may not like it. Thank them for their help and their opinion. No matter what their opinion is, thank them for their help and their opinion. Now, one of two things is going to happen. They're either going to like it, think it's an interesting idea, and ask for more information, or they're going to tell you it's the dumbest thing they ever heard. So if your mom says that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen, Thank her for her opinion. Tell her, you know, Mom, I knew I could count on you to give me an honest opinion. Recognize she's probably not a customer. Move on. Again, on the other hand, if she shows any interest, encourage her. Maybe she'd be willing to be a customer for a month and try it out and help you with that that door prize, that quick start prize. So, in your hot market, are there one or two people you feel comfortable enough with that you can just outright ask them to try out the product and be a customer for a month? Tell them, hey, I can win a prize if I get started early. I'll get a couple of customers. Would you be willing to be a customer of mine? I'm only asking for 1 month. If you don't like it at the end of the month, no harm, no foul, you can drop out. This way you might be able to get your first 1 or 2 customers. Okay, so now let's talk about some things to avoid. Big thing to avoid, number 1, gushing with enthusiasm about how you're all going to become instant millionaires and make a lot of money. Don't do it. You don't have the credibility. Are you a millionaire already? Have you built big businesses? Do you have the credibility to stand in front of anybody and tell them you're all going to get rich quick? No. You just went to a presentation given by somebody whose name you can't remember, who drew some circles on a whiteboard and told you about a product that you can barely pronounce, that you've just learned about, and has a comp plan that you don't understand. You don't have the credibility to stand in front of anybody and tell them you're going to make any money at this. Don't do it. Don't talk too much. Shut up. Let the company do the talking. It's often been said that if your mouth is moving, your fingers should be pointing to company-supplied collateral. So, if your mouth is moving, it's saying, Uncle John, watch this video. Aunt Harry, Uncle Harry, here's the brochure I want you to look at. If your mouth is moving, your fingers pointing to company-supplied collateral, let your ego get out of the way. I know you want to act like you know it all. You want to be the big shot. You want to explain everything to everybody. Don't do it. The company paid people to provide professionally produced collateral that tells the company story much better than you can right now. Don't be married to the outcome. 80%, 90% of the people you talk to are not going to want to be interested. They're not going to want to get involved. And remember, you're probably broke, you've never been in business, or you've failed in the past. This might be your 3rd or 4th network marketing opportunity, so why should anyone expect you to produce instant success? Don't promise it. As my good friend Ray Higdon says, don't be weird. Just ask people for their opinion. And if you have a burnt-out warm market, people that you've approached in the past about how you're going to be instant millionaires and they don't want to hear it again, just acknowledge that. Say, hey, John, you know I was over enthusiastically in the past. I presented you with some opportunities and, I ran my mouth too much. And I'm really sorry for that. But look, I am involved in something new and I think you're going to like the product. I don't think you're going to want to get involved in the business. I don't think it's for you. But would you look at the product with me and give me your opinion of the product? Maybe this time I'll be a little more successful. So acknowledge your past defeats and once again ask them for help. Most people are willing to give their opinion. They're frequently not willing to give you their money. Not yet. So, many pundits teach you to make a list of everyone you know. Go ahead and make that list. Put it on paper. Without the list on paper, you don't have a list. Minimum 200 names. Everybody knows 200 people. And we're going to talk a little more about what to do with it. Once again, I want to emphasize approaches that will not result in burning out your warm market. So I want you to develop and prosper and connect tighter than ever before. Network marketing is a people-to-people business. You have to talk to people. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. So put yourself in the place of the person whom you're about to reach out to in your warm market. What if it's a friend from school that you haven't talked to in a couple of years? Calling them up with enthusiasm and telling them about how you're at a new business opportunity and you're both going to get rich is not going to produce the results you want. It's going to alienate him, push him away. So I want to introduce you to a method of talking to people called form prospecting. FORM stands for family, occupation, recreation, and message or money. 4, family first. Hey, good friend who I haven't talked to in a couple years, I'm feeling really bad that I haven't done a good job of staying in touch. So I thought I'd pick up the phone and just see how you're doing, or connect on Facebook or whatever. How's the family? Yeah, the kids are that old? Wow, have a conversation with your friend. How's your job doing? Really? Taking any vacations recently? Listen to the answer to his questions, to these questions. So he might say that his wife's been sick, or he might say the job sucks. Vacation? Who's got time for vacation? Family? I got a teenager about to start college. He's giving you clues. He needs extra money. Got a teenager in college. His wife's been sick. They have medical bills. He doesn't like his job. Hasn't had time or money to take a vacation. Just tuck all those things away. He's given you some information that you can use when the time is right. It is possible that you will not mention your business on this first or even the second call. Be patient. Wait for the right opportunity to present itself. And when the opportunity presents itself, well, you know, best friend, I am involved in a new endeavor, and based on some of the things you've told me, it might be something you're interested in. When they ask you what you're up to, and even then, don't gush out too much information. Try to lead them to ask you for more information. You, well, you know, like I said, I'm involved in a new opportunity that I'm really excited about, and based on some of the things you've told me, I think it's something that might interest you. Or, you know I've presented you opportunities in the past, and I don't think you're going to be interested in this one either, but you might like the product. And they're going to say, oh yeah, what's that? And you're going to say, I'm glad you asked. And the best way is for me to answer it is with a short video. Can I send it to you? And he's going to say, or they're going to say, well, just tell me about it. You're going to say, you know what? I'm too new. Let the video do the talking. It's a much more thorough explanation than I can give you right now. So you tell them honestly, the video does a better job of explaining it than I can do over the phone. I want you to see what it is. So let me send you the video. Can you watch it now? You're not shoving it down their throat. They can't get mad at you. Well, they can, but there's no reason to. After all, they're asking for it. You're going to let the company do the talking, so if they don't like it, it's not personal, it's the company. Don't be married to the outcome. 80 to 90% of the people will want nothing to do with it. Expect that. Be prepared, and you won't be disappointed or disillusioned. You got to kiss a lot of frogs to find a prince. Go for No. In their incredible book, which I highly recommend you read, Go for No, Yes is the Destination, No is How You Get There, authors Andrea Walsh and Richard Fenton describe the process. Expect no from 8 of 10 people, and you will be successful. Because as you move through the no's, you will find the yeses. If you let the no's stop you, you will never get to the yeses. Better yet, go for thank you. Try to find a way to serve everybody you come in touch with. Try to find a way to help them. And maybe helping them is not having them join your business right now. Maybe it's doing something else for them. Getting to know them, being their friend. If you get married to the outcome with anyone, you will be disappointed and you will wither into failure. Let me recap. Family and friends. Do not chase family and friends. You will alienate them. Be a friend, stay in touch. They're going to say no. Most of them are going to say no. And when I say don't chase family and friends, I mean don't go gushing after them with enthusiasm about how if they join the business with you, you're all going to get rich quick. Do ask them for the help that I suggested earlier in evaluating the business, and that way you get more of that, at least look at the opportunity. They'll know what it's all about. If they don't want to get involved with you right now, that's okay. Let them watch you succeed, and even then, many will not want to join, so just love them and accept them for who and what they are. tell stories. Facts tell, stories sell. Remember that. The perfect story. Before I started taking this juice, I felt terrible every day. The first thing I noticed was I started to feel better. Since then, I have more energy. And the best part is I'm getting up an hour earlier every day and feeling really enthusiastic. Before I joined this travel company, I wasn't able to take vacations. The first thing I noticed was there were a lot of vacations that I could take. Since then, we've gone on 3 vacations. The best part is my family loves it, and we're closer than we ever have been in the past. Tell stories, and we're going to come back to this telling stories part. Notice in the 2 stories I just told you, I didn't mention any product. I didn't mention my opportunity. I just told you a story. And you might respond with, well, gee, I like to travel. I'd like to hear more about that. Glad you asked. Can I send you a video to look at? See how that works? Now we're going to talk about the internet, because we tell stories on the internet too. The internet and network marketing. But look, network marketing is still a people-to-people business. It is possible to build a successful network without using the internet and social media. Coffee shops and home meetings still work. However, it is difficult to build internationally without some help from the internet. Webinars, seminars, Google Hangouts can be used to conduct a meeting around the globe. I can have a meeting with you in Singapore while I'm in California. How cool is that? We can build faster and farther and deeper if we use the internet to help us. We can find people on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google, and each one of these is a course all by itself. So we're not going to cover any one of them in this 1-hour webinar. But I want to talk to you about the use of social media in general, no matter which social media you choose. And for many, it'll be Facebook. Social media is social. Now look, you wouldn't walk into a crowded bar, pick up a megaphone, and start shouting about your opportunity. Don't do it on Facebook either, or other social media. You wouldn't walk into a party at a friend's house and pick up a megaphone and start yelling about the incredible opportunity you have. Don't do it on social media either. Social media is intended to be social. Make friends, get to know people, get reacquainted with old friends from the past. Don't spam. Spamming is shouting out about your opportunity in a crowded room. Don't do it. Splattering it all over Facebook. Don't do it. Take the business offline. Give hints. Tell stories. So, like one of the stories I just told you about the travel, you put it on your fan page or your personal page, and somebody says, gee, that's really interesting. Can you tell me how you do that? And you say, I'd love to. Friend me, message me. Let me show you what it is. Take it offline. Provide value. And many people recommend that you keep your personal profile page personal. Use your fan page for business. But still, the final presentation or discussion goes offline. Provide value. Tell stories on your business page. Let people ask you how you do that. Let them come to you and tell them, if you'd like more information, private message me, email me, etc., and we'll talk. Now, what do I mean by provide value? Tell stories. If you have a weight loss product, tell relevant before and after stories. Show pictures, how you lost your 20 pounds and how you're keeping it off. If you have a pain-reducing patch, talk about having less pain. Before I found this patch, I couldn't walk. I had pain in my big toe. Now I put the patch on every morning and my big toe is fine and I can walk around the block. If you have a travel product, talk about great trips you take. Promote lifestyle. I'm a big fan of lifestyle. Promote lifestyle to which your potential clients might like to become accustomed. Now, I'm a big fan of travel, skiing, scuba diving, sailing, and outdoor life. Yours might be different. Many people You would get into a home-based business just to be able to take the kids to Disneyland, or stay home with the kids more, or be a soccer coach, or whatever. Find out what your friends and acquaintances are interested in for lifestyle, and promote the lifestyle that they can achieve. Show them how they can do the things they want to do, and let them ask you how you're doing it. So once again, use social media as it was intended. Use it to connect with people and to make friends, to get people to know, like, and trust you. And remember, people don't join companies. They join people. Approach people with the same caution you might use in a coffee shop. So, if you're standing in line with somebody at a coffee shop, use form prospecting. Look at the person and say, gee, I think I saw you here the other day. You come in here often? You might answer, yeah, I do. You must live in the neighborhood. Yeah. Wow, do you have a family? Okay, so we're starting down the form prospecting. Family. Occupation. Do you work nearby? What do you do? How's that work for you? You like it? Recreation. Taking any trips recently? You come in here often? Oh, I'll see you tomorrow. You may not even bring up the business on the first go-around, or maybe you will. So maybe on this first go-around you will say, based on what you've told me, I have something that might interest you. Can I get your email address, and I'll give you a shout out tonight and show you something? Would you be interested? Be patient. Ask for the business at the appropriate time and not before. If you push with enthusiasm, you will push them away. Attract them to you by being a person who they can know, like, and trust. And finally, if you're going to build a team, you've got to develop your leadership skills. Your team isn't going to go where you want to go if you don't lead it, so you have to lead by example. If you don't use the product, your team isn't going to use the product. If you spam all over social media, your team is going to spam all over social media. Lead by example. Encourage your team to attend training events and other corporate sponsored events. About events, I've heard people complain, oh, this company, all they do is they have these big events and they want to charge us to go to them, and they're just trying to get more money from us. No, they're trying to train you. They're trying to encourage you. Those big events cost a heck of a lot of money. What you pay for them is pennies compared to what they cost. And I can tell you this, I don't know anyone making money in network marketing who does not attend events. Now, let me say that again in a different way. If you don't attend events, you aren't going to succeed. You will not succeed. You must attend events. Why? You network with other people. You learn what's new in the company. You learn tips and tricks. You learn how to recruit, how to invite, how to sponsor. You learn how to manage your business, how to run your business. Don't try to manage your team. Lead your team. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, if you have 3 or 4 direct recruits underneath you, you can manage each and every one of them. You can help each and every one of them make their phone calls and do 3-way calls and help them organize their lists and etc. But once you get past about 7 people, you can't do that. You got to teach your downline to do it for their downline. You have to manage your team by example. You have to lead your team by example, not manage your team. We talk about teams of thousands of people. Can you imagine managing thousands of people? Not possible. Don't chase the whiners and the losers and the do-nothingers. They're going to whine and lose and do nothing without you chasing them. They're not going to change. And when they do change, when they come to you and decide it's time to change, those are the people that need mindset training, by the way, more than anybody. When they come to you and decide it's time to change, then it's time to support them. So respond to and support your team members who are active. And if needed, conduct regular team training and other support activities for your team. And hopefully if you've joined an active upline, your upline is doing this for you, and they have regular team trainings and etc. until you get too big and want to split her off and have your own trainings. So summary, from unknown to stage in 5, and I variously call this easy and simple steps. They are simple, they're not necessarily easy. Work on your mindset more than you work on anything else. Pick the right company for you. Approach your hot and warm market carefully and with great patience. Use social media as it is intended to be used to meet people and make friends and develop your leadership skills. And if you do these 5 things, you will make money in your network marketing company. Some final thoughts. Have realistic expectations. Expect 80 to 90% no's. Understand there are no get-rich-quick schemes. Expect 3 to 5 year process and you will not be disappointed. But where else can you get a job and build a retirement income in 3 to 5 years? Can't do it with a job, working 40 hours a week for somebody you don't like, doing something you don't want to do in a place you don't want to go to. But in network marketing, you can succeed and you can build the life of your dreams. People fail in network marketing either because they have unrealistic expectations, they expect to get rich quick and it doesn't happen, and they throw in the towel, or because they quit before the magic happens. They don't expect 70, 80, 90% no's. They get disappointed and they drop out before the yeses, before the magic. Remember, your thoughts are your previews of your life's coming attractions, so think big, my friends. I encourage you to go to my website, lenmooney.com. Lots more tips and tricks about how to be successful in your network marketing business. And I'm about to offer you more. Now, I hear every now and then people complain about the next step I'm about to take. Oh, well, he just tried to sell us something. That's all he was interested in doing. No. I was interested in giving you a lot of free information that you can take and run with. And if you do the things that I told you to do today in the free webinar, you can succeed. But if you'd like to learn more, if you'd like to dig deeper, if you'd like to spend more time with me, and you'd like to do it for a very good price, here's how you can do it. I have put together a successful network marketing in modern times course, the complete course, 8 modules, 1 per week for 8 weeks. It's a compilation of everything I've learned in the last 3+ years. I've spent well over $20,000 in courses and personal education to bring this stuff to you. And you can learn more about it at the website that's listed below, http://lenmooney.com/modern-networker. Briefly, what's in the course? Week 1, mindset, goals and vision. The importance of mindset, creating a vision. We're going to dig a little deeper into this than we did today. And we're going to add some new stuff, the power of giving first and imprinting positive beliefs. We're going to work on creating affirmations and do an exercise in our whys. So we'll spend more time on mindset, goals, and vision. Week 2, we're going to dig deeper in selecting the best MLM for you. We're going to talk about you, your skills and what you're passionate about, and any special skills you might have, and how we can fit those into finding the right product for you. And we'll talk about tracking your success and defining your avatar. Who's your ideal customer? You really don't want anyone and everyone on your team. You want a few people that are going to work hard and build for you. And we're going to talk about how to find those people. Week 3, we're going to dig deeper into getting started right. And we'll talk more about hot market strategies, warm market strategies, and the best approaches. And we're going to talk about daily methods of operation, and I'll share with you my daily method of operation, what I do every day. Week 4, building your brand. Now, we could stop at the end of week 3 and we could still build a successful network marketing business, but the people that are making the big money in network marketing these days, online marketing, build their own brand. They have multiple income streams. They use technology to find prospects. And we're going to introduce social media, and we're going to talk about Facebook. We're going to spend a lot of time most of the time on Facebook, and touch on Twitter, Pinterest, and LinkedIn, and how we can use those for building our brand. Week 5, the hub of our brand is going to be our blog, and we're going to talk about building out our blog. If you don't have a domain name at the end of week 5, you probably will, and a hosting package, and you'll have your first blog post up. And I'm going to introduce WordPress and themes, videos, widgets, plugins, and how to build your blog out and how to use it to connect to other social media. Week 6, email marketing. What's an autoresponder and how to integrate it? Basics of email marketing, follow-up sequences that work, and how to manage your email list. And why it's important to have an email list. Every business has a list. List building is part of being in business. If you're in business, you have a list. If you don't have a list, you're not in business. Week 7, video marketing. I'm going to show you how to create videos, how to edit them, how to get them up on YouTube, and I'm going to show you how to do Facebook video ads. It's a very, very powerful feature in Facebook these days. And finally, week 8, article marketing. Basics of article marketing and why you should do it. Easing articles, distribution, how to distribute your articles, and we're going to look at distribution platforms such as OnlyWire, SocialMonkey, and Pingler, and Spin Distribute, and finally a thing called Audience Builder Pro. So that's it, and I've even thrown in an hour of coaching for people who sign up today, an hour of free coaching. Actually, you can probably convince me to do an hour of free coaching with you no matter when you sign up, because I'd like to help you. It's in my interest to help you succeed. So, oh yeah, I forgot the guarantee. If for any reason you don't feel that you're getting incredible value from this course, send me an email within 30 days and I will cheerfully refund your investment with no questions asked. So here's what you're going to get. Week 1, mindset, goals, and vision. Week 2, selecting the best MLM for you. Week 3, getting started. Week 4, building your brand. Week 5, building your blog. Week 6, email marketing. Week 7, video marketing. Week 8, article marketing. 1 hour coaching. Go to http://lenmooney.com/modern-networker, all for a mere $197 today. Now, once again, I've spent over $20,000 in courses and over 3 years acquiring the information that I'm going to feed you in the next 8 weeks for a mere less than $200. You will never see this course at this price again, because the next time I bring it onto the market, it will come on at a higher price. One of the reasons I'm leaving the price low right now is because this is the first time through the course completely. Modules 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 have yet to be created. So you're going to help me create those modules by telling me what you want in them. And we're going to work together to create the course that is going to help you to achieve your goals. So once again, go to http://lenmooney.com/modern-networker. Sign up today for a mere $197, and I'll see you on the other side.